Why execution is the hardest part of the surplus funds business. All right, let's talk about something that almost nobody in this industry talks about: execution. And I want to explain this in a simple way because it's not about blaming you or making you feel like you're doing something wrong. It's the opposite. I want you to feel understood. Section 1: The truth nobody says out loud. Look, learning surplus funds is the easy part. Watching videos, writing notes, feeling motivated, that part is simple. But actually doing the work, making calls, researching cases, following up, getting rejected, trying again, dealing with confused homeowners, that's the part that stops most people. And it's not because you're lazy or unmotivated. It's because surplus funds is a real business. And real business takes effort, time, and persistence. Section 2: Why execution feels so hard. Here's the honest truth. There are a lot of steps, from finding the list to skip tracing to calling to verifying to explaining to sending proof to following up to closing. That's a lot for one person. 2. Each county is different. You learn one county, then the next one is completely different. It feels like starting from zero again. 3. You're dealing with people who just lost their home. They're emotional. They're scared. They're confused. They've had bad experiences before. You have to be patient, calm, and understanding, even on days when you don't feel like it. 4. You need consistency. But life gets in the way. Calling every day, following up every day, checking records every day. This is where most people fall behind. It's totally normal to feel overwhelmed. Section 3. What people think the hard part is. Most beginners believe the hardest part is finding the right list, getting the right script, learning the right strategy, understanding the law. No, those things are important, but they're not the hardest part. Section 4. The real hard part showing up every day. Execution is the hardest part because it's repetitive. Success comes from doing the same things over and over. Calling, leaving voicemails, texting, following up, confirming identities, explaining the process, sending proof, following up again, staying patient. It's not exciting. It's not. And you don't see results right away. But that's exactly why most people quit. Section 5. You're not failing. The process is just heavy. It just means you're human. Surplus funds requires patience, emotional control, time, structure, reputation, and resilience. You're dealing with real people, real emotions, real legal documents, and real money on the line. That is a lot for one person. Section 6. Why many people don't see results? Not because they're not smart, not because they don't want it, but because they miss days. They lose momentum. They get discouraged. They don't have someone supporting them. They don't have a system. They don't know which leads to focus on. They don't know what to say after the first hello. Execution is not a knowledge problem. It's a support problem. Section 7. The good news. The good news is this. If you can learn how to execute consistently, everything else becomes easier. The scripts work, the lists work, the process works. The laws don't change overnight. The opportunities are there. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Execution is the bridge between learning and earning. Section 8. Final reassurance. So if you feel tired or overwhelmed or behind, please hear this. That's normal. Everybody feels that way at first. You're not alone and nothing is wrong with you. Surplus funds is one of the few businesses where your biggest enemy is not competition, it's inconsistency. If you can overcome that, even slowly, you will get deals.